Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Liz and this is Let's Get Lizical, where we do everything card making, except for today, where we're doing my planner page for April, which, as I've mentioned before, can be applied to cards. Instead of doing planner pages, I just decide, once a month that I use my stamps and make pretty pages for my planner setup. And today I am creating a Easter themed card, so it kind of goes with the season as well. I could have done a birthday theme as well because April is my birthday month, but I decided to go with Easter because Easter is in April this year. And for the background today, I cheated a little and I'm using some patterned paper. This is not as thick as like patterned cardstock. This is paper. It's from a paper pack I got off Michael's a long time ago, and it just like had, I think, 180 sheets of designer paper. I've had a few of these packs. I generally buy them and then cut them down to 8-inch squares, like they're 12 by 12 sheets. Cut them down to 8-inch squares, and then I make envelopes with them. So I have a bunch of like 4-inch strips that I just like keep in my stash, and I use them up when I can. So I thought that this was a good way to use that because it is thin enough that it's not adding too much bulk to my book. And I have it here, so I might as well use it. And again, today I am using Lawn Fawn's Extra Amazing Easter stamp set. And for this first little guy, I am going to stamp using a mirror technique. I do have the waffle flower grip mat in my Misty, and I did a video on this a couple weeks ago, and it's actually really good for doing this mirror stamping technique. This one messed up a little bit just because this paper's not 100% squared off. It is a little bit on an angle on that one side, so I think I shifted it slightly, which is why it's important to make sure that your paper is squared off when you're doing that technique, just so you don't mess it up. But again, this is going just on my planner page, and it wasn't too big of a deal. I did stamp it and press it a few times just to get the lines a little bit more solid. It is a little bit harder on the sticker paper because it is just like cheap shipping label paper that you would like print a full 8.5 by 11 and stick on like a box to ship out. But it's cheap and cheerful. It's like $20 for like 100 sheets, and it gets its use from doing my strips when I do stripy backgrounds with different cardstock colors. And now when I'm doing my planner pages, I like to use it just because it's quick and simple. I can just kind of color them and then just stick them in the book instead of having to glue everything. And doing it on cardstock again adds a little more bulk, so I like to use a thin sticker paper instead. And again, this is just for my planner page. If you are recreating this as a card front, then yes, use your cardstocks and stuff, but I don't have a problem with the sticker paper in my planner, so that's what I'm doing here. I'm coloring it with my cheap Crayola pencil crayons, and ideally I would have a harder surface to color these on. I should grab like a clipboard or something from the dollar store. Doing it on these self-healing cutting mats is a little bit too cushy, and it makes it harder to color, especially with these cheaper pencil crayons. It's not as bad with like Prismacolors just because they are softer leads and whatnot, so it's, less of a problem doing it with the more expensive pencil crayons. But when you're using these cheaper, harder lead ones, it is easier to have a harder surface. I am going to try to like prop up some like junk mail that I've had laying around here in a sec. Yeah, this is my McDonald's little like flyer that was laying around in my room, so I just tried to stick that underneath. It didn't really add much to it, so I just said forget it, I'll just deal with it the way it is. Next time I will try to grab something a little bit more solid. But I do like coloring with these Crayolas. They are not as pigmented, obviously, as the more expensive pencil crayons, but I don't have a problem with that. They blend pretty well, and they are like a good price point. The problem I have with this set though is a lot of the colors are pretty similar to one another. I did try to like shade a few areas and I was just like, oh, that pencil crayon's like not dark enough. I do want to swatch these out and then maybe put some of the ones that aren't as, you know, different from other colors into my other stash where I take it to card baking workshops and stuff. Because I don't usually bring my markers with me. I just have like a box of random pencil crayons that I've had since I was like a teenager. And it's just like a mix match of different brands from like anything from the dollar store to Crayola and like the old Laurentian ones that I miss because those were good pencil crayons. But yeah, so I kind of want to go through, swatch out these pencil crayons and kind of decide which ones to keep and which ones to add into my other stash. Because I would like to keep ones that are obviously a little bit more different in color. Like even these two greens here, you can barely tell that I shaded it because they are so close in color. I think that's the problem with larger sets sometimes is that you, like there's so many colors, they try to get them, you know, closer to one another because it's like harder to make up 150 colors than it is obviously like 30 colors or 24 or whatever like size sets you're buying. So I think it would probably have been better for me to grab just like a smaller set and then grab the Colors of the World one, which is one of the reasons I bought this big set because it came with those, which they're just a bunch of different skin tones. And I like that set because I did buy that set previously as well, but it's again in with my other stash. So anyway, that's just me complaining about my pencil crayons. But yeah, so I'm just coloring my images here. I decided to just, you know, color a bunch of the eggs. And then I did these two pattern eggs. I've not used them before. And it's kind of like the story I was kind of trying to tell is like this bunny's filling up this basket with some eggs. But then this little chick comes along and wants to add in his two like pattern ones instead of like the solid colored ones the bunny is using. I did cut these out on my Scan and Cut, but it had problems cutting today. I don't know if it was the paper or if it was my machine. It might need, like the scanner might need a bit of cleaning. It's been a while since I used it because I've been sick for the past like 3 weeks. But I'm better now, so I will be back into the swing of things. Yeah, it just didn't cut out as well as I wanted it to on some areas. It could have also been the paper itself. I'm not sure. But I just trimmed the areas that it didn't cut out so well. And then I decided to cut out the middle here just so there wasn't just like a big white area. I should probably get the dies for this one. I might also try to scan it into my machine and see if I can tweak the cut file, and then maybe I have to cut first, stamp after kind of thing with that. So we'll see. I think this is the only one I have an issue with is trying to cut out the inside of the basket. Just because it's hard to cut on the inside, so it's not as clean as the rest of it, but it's okay. Again, planner page, don't care. And I hate peeling apart these stickers. I did try to like kiss cut these, but I think I still went a little bit too deep because it cut out the full thing. I did change my blade to a number 2 instead of normally I have it at 5.5 for my hammer mill cardstock. But when I do these stickers, I should actually probably have it at 1 or 1.5, just so it doesn't cut through the backing and I can just kind of like peel and stick it off the backing instead of trying to do this with it because it's annoying. But yeah, anyway, that's my page for today. Use this as inspiration for your Easter cards, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below and let me know what your thoughts are. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. And if you're not already a part of my community over on Instagram or Facebook, go ahead and join me there as well. I do have extras. Lately I haven't been because I've been sick, but I am going to try to post a little bit more soon and get caught up on things. But until next time, thanks guys. Bye.